All right, so I promise I'm gonna get this vlog thing under control.
You in the past, I'm in the future. You mad, they don't salute you. I need a bag.
Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Keela Treshawn, and I make videos on lifestyle, insurance, and mental health. I also do vlogs, or trying to do vlogs, day in life in the insurance industry, day in life with a toddler, all the things. So if that's something that interests you, go on ahead and click that subscribe button below. Be sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything from me. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back, and thank you for your support. Okay, so just to kind of explain to you what I meant in the beginning, I have been trying to put together a full day vlog, like while I'm in this new position, and it has been kind of tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Before, when I was working in the other position, when I was just like, you know, a desk adjuster and working at home with my toddler, it was a little bit easier because there weren't as many moving pieces. But I'm having a little trouble, you know, with this position, just because sometimes I'm in and out of the house, then I'm rushing to go get my son after I get back home, and then trying to fit in work within the couple of hours that I have before I'm gonna log out. Like, it's a lot going on. But the footage that I was able to get is over a couple of mornings, just kind of like showing you guys how I start my day. And when I rewatch the footage, there is some helpful information in there, especially if you are a new adjuster or even if you are a struggling adjuster. I talk about all the time, this job is not easy, and although I know what I'm doing now, it took me a while to get to this point. So I still want to have this footage. I still want to show you guys kind of what my morning was looking like, and I will be back at the end to kind of fill in the blanks on the areas where I wasn't able to come back and vlog for you guys. So if you're interested, definitely go on ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so at the time I'm filming this, it is Monday morning, and Mondays can typically be pretty busy. What I have on the agenda today is I have an inspection that I have to go to shortly. So I wanted to film this real quick. It is a landlord property, so there was some water damage to the flooring in the kitchen and I believe the kitchen cabinet. So basically gonna go there and take a look at the damage, do a sketch and all that good stuff, and write an estimate for it. And then when I come back, I have some claims that I need to catch up on from last week, just like follow-ups and stuff. There's one gentleman that I need to call back. He called me late on Friday, and I was already like leaving, well, logging off, should I say, because my office is my home office. So I was logging off, so I did not have the energy to speak to him. So I will speak to him today. And yeah, I'm going to go grab my son at noon. As I've said before, I typically will take him to his Nana's house so she can look after him in the morning, and I go grab him at noon before she has to go to work. So I'll be popping in throughout the day just to kind of let you guys know what's going on. Right now, before I leave, I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything I can like close up, go over my emails and stuff like that. It's like the first thing I do in the morning. Just kind of check and see what my day is looking like. Is there something that needs to get done today? Is there something I can push off to another day? Is there something I can close, you know? So I'm going to go on ahead and set you guys up. You guys watch me for a little bit, and I'll be back in a little bit. Hey y'all, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. I was vlogging on Monday. I know I said I was going to be back after my inspection, but when I tell you the day went insane, it went insane. Just to kind of catch you guys up, I had my inspection. That was that morning. That went okay. It was a pretty decent size claim, but not too bad. Pretty cut and dry. I almost tripped and fell into the into the floor because they had like some concrete flooring that was removed. It was like a house on a slab. So that was that. Parking was crazy. And then when I got back, I had like all these calls to return and just like a lot of estimates to write. And, you know, it was just a lot going on. So there's that. And then yesterday was pretty busy because I had an inspection in the afternoon, and I had a customer that I've already taken care of. Like, they came back just kind of upset about their estimate amount, just a whole bunch of jazz. So it was like me and my manager kind of trying to tag team that one to make sure it doesn't escalate. So today I have a meeting in about 45 minutes with my new team. So I don't know if I was telling you guys, but I have a new manager now. He's not new to the company, but he's new to management. So me and 3 of my teammates from my other team got put on his team along with 2 other people. So we're gonna like kind of do a meet and greet online, and then I think we have to like introduce ourselves and stuff. That's why I put on some makeup, you know. And then right after that, I have to leave and head to another inspection. So today's gonna be kind of busy too, but I think I've kind of put out a lot of the fires for the week at least. So I'm just gonna try to do as much as I can. I got a new claim, so I'm just gonna look at the details on that and see if I can set up an inspection for that one for tomorrow morning, and you know, just try to stay calm throughout the day. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all just watch me work, and then I will definitely be back. Today I should be able to come back for real, so yeah. All right, so just to kind of walk you guys through what I'm doing right now, I just got a new claim. And basically, this lady noticed that there was water coming from underneath her tiles in her kitchen. She said she thought it was just because her son had spilled some water, and she noticed the next day the water was still there. So she opened up her kitchen cabinets and saw that everything was like soaking wet. So she's trying to get a plumber in to stop the leak, but obviously called insurance to open up a claim. The person that got the file before me did reach out to an emergency services vendor. Basically, that is like what we call a water mitigation vendor. So the water mitigation company typically will come in to kind of assess the damage to see if they can dry materials out or if materials need to be removed. But the issue is the leak needs to be stopped, and so they can actually start the dry out process. So there's no point in starting if the leak hasn't stopped. So the customer is trying to find a plumber. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just setting up the claim. So every insurance company is different, but pretty much what we do and what I do anyway on my own is I just look at everything. So I look at, the address, see where it's at, so I can kind of see how far it is away from me. I look at how long the person has been insured with us, if the person has a mortgage company. I also look at their policy and just kind of review to see if there are any exclusions. Exclusions, if you don't work in insurance or if you're new to insurance, that just basically means something that would be excluded, like not covered on the policy. So the only thing that could possibly affect her coverage is if this is something that's been going on long term. Most companies have a clause for what's called repeated leakage and seepage. So if it's something that's been going on long term, that's usually not covered because it's a maintenance wear and tear / issue. But if it's something that's sudden and accidental, and the materials will show, if you see, like when you go out to inspect, if you see any signs of like deterioration, rot, things like that, that would typically mean there's no coverage. But if it looks like it's like a fresh loss, then it's something that we can cover. So I'm going to go through that. And then you also want to look at the person's loss history. So you want to look and see if they've had any prior similar claims or anything of that sort. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I have a call coming through, but I'm going to have to talk to them shortly because I'm in the middle of something. But anyway, I'm going to go on ahead and just get that together because I have about 30 minutes now before my meeting. So I want to try to get that set up and done before I can hop on that. And then I can reach out to this customer probably while I'm on the road to my inspection. So I'm in my meeting and they want us to turn on our camera. All right, you guys, so I'm back home. I just got back from that inspection in a sketchy neighborhood. Got berated by one of the neighbors. It was so crazy. Like, I thought I was gonna have to fight him, but all was well, all was good. The place was extremely dirty. I was just like really trying not to touch nothing. It was a lot happening. So I got home. I had a call to take from another customer that's really nice. Just answer her questions because I wanted to get that over with. Y'all, if you have calls to make and you're gonna be on the phone for a while, try to get those done like in the very beginning of the day or as soon as you can so you can move on about your life, I went to go grab my son from his nana's house, so he's back and you probably hear, what's going on in the background. But yeah, that's it and that's all. So I just got back to my desk, so I think I'm going to go on ahead and just upload my photos from that inspection, label them. What else do I have to do? I'm gonna write an estimate, but I need to wait for their plumbing report to see like what exactly happened and go from there. So I'll be back in a little bit to talk to y'all. I know y'all. I know. You guys are probably like, what the entire hell? This girl has been saying that she's gonna finish for days and has not. It has just been so crazy, you guys, like so crazy. I've kind of been a little stressed out because I had a couple of situation claims. One of them in particular, it just wasn't handled properly before I got involved. And I got it like the first week of me actually getting claimed. So it was transferred from another adjuster that like basically the claim should have went to like someone in my position anyway. So we could have like physically went out to go look at the damage. It's far from me. So we sent an independent adjuster to go and investigate it. And the independent adjuster was essentially useless. Like they went out there and kind of pissed the customer off. It was like roof and debt claim. They didn't get up there, and like the estimate they wrote came back extremely low. So the customer was extremely mad. It was just like a lot of things that were out of my control, but obviously since I'm the adjuster on it, I had to, address it. So we ended up like settling and paying her off of her contractor estimate after we sent out our own contractor to confirm damages. But the contractor we sent out, you know what? It would be an extremely long story. Let's just say it's been stressing me out. And I called the lady on Monday, left her a voicemail. She hadn't called me back. So I was like, oh, she cool. Of course, she called me back yesterday evening. I was getting close to getting off, and I honestly just did not have the energy to sit there and talk to her for however long it was going to take. So I'm going to call her back today, but I'm just like not looking forward to having that conversation. I think for me, like no matter how long I've been doing insurance, I still get like nervous, I guess, for lack of a better word, to have conversations that like are tough. And it's not that I, can't stand on my decision. It's just I do feel bad to a certain extent, like when I can't cover certain things, especially like looking at it from a customer's point of view. So that's kind of where I'm at with her. Like she's not in the wrong. Like it was handled bad, but I was pretty much just going off of what I was being told to do. And it's like everything we did pretty much ended up backfiring. So yeah, there's that. And then I had a claim that I went to yesterday. I don't know if I was telling you guys about that yesterday, but I had a little situation where like a neighbor was like talking crazy to me in an interesting neighborhood. So yeah, there was all that. So anyway, today I have another inspection in a better neighborhood, thank God. But I'm gonna go over there and do that. Hopefully I can get that done today. And my plan really is to get as much as I can done today and tomorrow, because if you guys remember any of my other vlogs, I always say if you have customers that are giving you grief, try to get rid of those customers in the week that you're in. If you can. You can't always, but if you can, try to get rid of them. So that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get rid of these annoying ass people before I go into next week, if I can. Or at least get them an initial payment. Once you get some money in people's hands, usually, things are a little bit better. So anyway, right now, I got about like 15 to 20 minutes before I have to leave. So I'm just kind of going over my to-do list for today to see like what is pressing. Is there anything that like I can kind of look at real quick, put a note in, move it to another day? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm already dressed and I'm just going to basically have to put on my little jacket and leave. So yeah, I'm going to be working. Hey you guys, happy Friday. So I just got back from walking the little munchkin over to his Nana's house. Thank God she's close. So I was able to get him over there pretty quickly. And then I am going to get started on some work. So today is going to be more of a desk day. I don't have any inspections lined up today, thank God, because I am tired. Hence why my hair is still in a scarf and I just have on a sweatshirt. Let's see. So yesterday, let me kind of give y'all a little breakdown. So I haven't been able to get like my afternoon footage for real because it's just been crazy. So I think I was telling you guys before that I typically will get the baby from his Nana's house around like noon. So I'm pretty much like rushing around all morning, like trying to get back before she has to leave for work, and then trying to, just like get work done. basically before the baby gets here. So yeah, it's just been a lot. So I apologize, but I'm going to do better in the future. Today I'm going to try to get more footage, but I'm really just going to be at home most of the day. So I have a couple of things that I worked out yesterday, thank God, like a couple of claims that were kind of like pains in my ass. I was able to get like payments out on. I was able to get some type of resolution. So I'm feeling really good because the beginning of the week was a little stressful. Today, I'm hoping to have a roofing report for one of my claims. Like once I get that roofing report, I'll be able to close out her portion. You know, I just need to know what's going on in the roof to see if it's going to be covered or not. And then I was having an issue with one of my systems yesterday, so I was having trouble writing an estimate. So I'm going to try to actually work on that this morning, because once I get that taken care of, I should be able to, you know, at least pay them for their repairs and just kind of move forward, not have that looming over my head. So yeah, I'll be checking in with you guys periodically throughout the day, but just want to let you know what's happening right now. Today is Employee Appreciation Day. So my manager was like, look, I'm not going to be here, but you know, you guys take it easy. And you know, if you need to take off early, take off early. So my goal hopefully is to log out early if I can. So we shall see. We'll see how the day goes. But yeah, just want to check in with y'all because I know you like, this girl has not filmed her afternoons at all. She keeps saying she's gonna come back, but she hasn't came back. Well, I'm back, y'all. And yeah, I'll be checking in. Hey y'all, so I went on ahead and took my scarf off because I didn't want to just be sitting around all day with a scarf on. But anyway, so I'm just working on a couple of things. I've actually gotten a lot done so far. A lot of the activities that I had for today were kind of like follow-up, so I didn't really even have to do much on those. Like I just don't have what I need to close them out, which is good and bad. Like I would like to have what I need to close them out, but at the same time, I'm just tired today and I kind of just want to like take it easy because I've been going nonstop since Monday. But anywho, so right now I'm just updating an estimate. I got in some information for the person's flooring. We have a company that we will send flooring to. If we're not sure like how old it is and what type of flooring it is, we'll send a sample in and they'll kind of give us an idea of what that same flooring is to like replace in today's dollars. So that's what I'm doing right now, just updating this estimate so I can pay this gentleman a supplement. He's already gotten his first check. So I'm just gonna give him some extra. Pro tip, most companies are gonna tell you to do this anyway, but if you're not doing it, you need to start doing it today. So as a field adjuster, you really want to try to write your estimates on site, even if you're not doing it like at the person's house, which I can understand because sometimes you might have to get things approved. What I typically do is I get everything that I need, take my photos, take measurements and all that stuff. And like I have my sketch in my computer. And then when I get back to my home office, I write the estimate immediately, like right then and there. That way, one, it does wonders for customer service because people are like, oh my God, you just came out, you can give me a check. Like obviously if it's a covered claim, if it's not a covered claim, you wouldn't be able to do that. But if it's something that you can cover and something that you have all the information to at least see, okay, for, you know, for a fact, I know we owe flooring or drywall, whatever. Try to get that money out ASAP because even if you end up having to issue a supplement, people are usually really happy with getting like something up front so they can at least start repairs. And then it just kind of shows them that you're, you know, doing your job and you're taking care of them. Like all the customers that I have been paying like right away are just like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like you're so helpful. I'm like, you gotta be trying. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. This guy has already been paid like his first check, like a lump sum. But I'm updating this information so I can get him another check. So hopefully this will be the last revision I have to do for him. But I mean, if I need to do another one, it's fine. Again, at least I've set the tone with him so he knows that like I'm on my shit. What else am I doing? Since it's Friday, I told y'all before that I try to go through like the claims that I have to see, is there somebody that's annoying as hell that I need to get out of my life today? So for the most part, the people that are annoying are gone. But there's like this particular one, the customer's not annoying. She's really sweet. It's her plumber that's like not getting me the information I need. So I can't move forward with that claim. So I'm like blowing him up, but I'm going to have to call the customer and be like, look, you want to tell bro to hit me back because I can't pay you if I don't know what happened. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, going ahead and do some more work. I'll probably talk to y'all again around lunchtime. I just wanted to check in and let you guys know what was happening. All right, you guys, so I'm back. Now, basically, what I do, like after you see all that in the morning, that's usually like before I even go on my inspection. So I was able to get that footage, like to just kind of let you guys know what the morning, like the very beginning is looking like. So I typically take my son to his Nana. She's like walking distance. So I get him over there get him ready in the morning, and then I typically will work on whatever little files I have, you know, just seeing like kind of what needs to be done, what I need to update, who I need to call, that kind of thing, what emails I need to respond to, and then I typically will go to my inspection. So I've been setting it up to where I go on my inspections like in the morning so I can be back in time to grab my son before his granny has to go to work. So that's been working out perfect. But once I get him, which is like around noon, if you have a toddler and you're working from home with a toddler, then you already know how this works. Typically when I get him, I'll take him on a little walk, kind of like around the block. We'll go to my car. He likes to sit in the driver's seat and pretend like he's driving. So I'll kind of take him there and then take him on like a quick walk just to kind of get him some fresh air and get myself some fresh air and just kind of take a break from, you know, the computer and stuff. And then I get him back upstairs. And at that point, he's typically pretty tired. So I'll give him like a snack if he's not ready to wind down, and I'll put on like his show. He's loving Dino Ranch. He loves, what's his other show? It's some dinosaur show. I can't remember what it's called. And then he also likes this show called Club Babu. Oh, and let's not forget Spider-Man. He's not really watching Cocomelon anymore. So if you were watching me before, you know I used to always have on Cocomelon. He's not on that anymore. So I put on one of his shows and kind of keep him occupied. But typically within like an hour or so of us being like upstairs, he ends up going to sleep. So during that time, I'm trying to get myself something to eat too, because usually I haven't eaten since breakfast. So I'll probably have myself a quick, you know, bite to eat. Sometimes it's just a snack. It just kind of depends on what I have available. If I've meal prep, you know, for that day. And then once I get him to sleep, I try to cram in as much work as I possibly can. And that'll usually include calls before he ends up waking up. The good thing is when he goes to sleep, I'm usually good until my husband gets back home. But there are those times where he'll wake up like, you know, an hour or so before my husband gets back home. So it's a juggle. And the reason why I've been having trouble setting up the camera again and talking to you guys is because typically like I'm really kind of inundated with like what I have going on. And then like if I have a problem claim, I'm trying to work to get that taken care of. And also I'm trying to keep up with my workout schedule, which I do in the evening. So I don't want to be working super overtime if I can help it. So I can be available to, you know, get in my self-care. So what I've been struggling with, honestly, like just, you know, with being back out in the field and kind of doing this now with my son being a little bit older, I've been struggling with actually like taking proper breaks. I was telling my best friend this, I was telling my husband, I was telling my sister that I think what I'm going to do is start setting up actual like time blocks, like setting up alarms on my phone to where like when that alarm goes off, that's going to be my cue to take a break, like get up, walk around, get some fresh air, have some water, whatever. I'm gonna start taking an actual lunch. I've kind of been doing more like working lunches just because, again, I'm trying to like beat the clock so I can be in a situation where I'm not working super late. But that ends up working against me because by the end of the day, sometimes I haven't eaten enough, sometimes I'm not hydrated enough, and trying to work out when you haven't done all those things can be detrimental to your health and you just don't feel the best. So I'm trying to make sure that I am taking like a proper lunch, like actually eat some real food, you know, take a break because the work is going to be there, and just kind of like zone out for a little bit before I get back to it. So those tips that I've been giving you guys, I'm now having to revisit those tips because I'm starting to develop some habits that I don't want to keep. Now, as I've said before, this job is way better than, you know, jobs that I've had in the past. Like I do feel like I had a support and I do feel like I'm able to get things done. The problem within myself is that I have this thing where I just want to work until I get it done so I can like relax later. But that ends up becoming a detriment to me during the week because of all I have going on. Like if you are in the same boat, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself. You need to be taking like proper breaks. Again, just even getting up, walking around for 2 to 5 minutes can kind of alleviate headaches. It can alleviate stress, like you're sitting in front of a computer all day. You don't want that to become like a strain. So take that time for yourself, make sure that you're eating properly, make sure that you're hydrating properly, and just know that in order for you to do the best job that you can, you need to take care of yourself. So when I recognize that and I start doing it, I notice, okay, I may have been having trouble figuring out a coverage decision for this certain thing, but then once I took a break, got me some water, got me something to eat, I come back to it fresh, and now like my mind is open. Now I'm like, oh, let me just do this, you know? So I feel like when you take care of yourself, you actually work better and, you know, you work more efficiently. So yeah, I am going to keep trying probably next week I'm gonna try to get like a full vlog, or the week after. But as I'm starting to get better with my routine, I want to make sure that I'm showing you guys the real. I want you guys to see the journey, you know, and just kind of starting a new job and making sure that your day works well for you, you know. So I'm gonna keep trying, and eventually I'm gonna get a full day vlog where you can see what happens from the moment I get up to the moment that I log out for the day. So if you enjoyed this video and the few clips that I had and just kind of my little commentary at the end, definitely go on ahead and give me a thumbs up. It really helps with YouTube algorithm. Respond below and let me know if you are in the insurance industry, or if you're thinking about going to the industry. Ask me questions. Like, if you guys have specific questions about like how I set up my claims, or, you know, just anything regarding like homeowners or auto insurance, or just being an adjuster in general, working with a child, anything like that, go on ahead and ask me in the comments. I'm actually trying to come up with new video ideas, but I definitely want to hear if there's something that you guys want to see from me specifically. If you have not already subscribed, definitely go on ahead and click that subscribe button below. Be sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything from me. And with that being said, you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.
You mad that they don't salute you. I need a bag, size is super. They turned your bag, it's like I never knew you leave.